Hi everyone, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a junk journal that I just finished completing. This junk journal, I'm calling it Memories for obvious reasons. This one, there is a major difference I did with this one than the normal junk journals I usually do. And that is, as you can see here, I have some beads. But when I normally sew the binding for the journals, I start on the inside, go out, go up, go down, go back out this way, so that in the middle of the signature, that's where I tie it. This time I did the opposite, so I started on the outside and I went in. So that basically leaves the strings on the outside. So what I thought I'd do, because I said this in a previous video, I have a bunch of beads that I wanted to start incorporating into my journals. I just wasn't sure exactly how. So I tried this way. So there's just a little string of beads that I put right there, that this is the actual sewing of the journal. So these journal, it measures 6 by 9, I believe. Oh no, 6 by 8 3/4. And I do just have the one signature inside. I closed it with some seam binding. No, I'm sorry, it's not seam binding. It's the Sari silk ribbon. Oh, before we go in, on the front, I did some layering. I hope it can be picked up on camera. On the very bottom, I have some creepy cloth that I got at the Dollar Tree during Halloween time. Then I do have some of that lace that I found at Walmart. And then this is from the actual paper pad. It was a little cut apart that I cut out. And then I sewed all around the edges of the front and, oh, if you can see that, and the back. And then I did layer some lace, and this is some of the lace that I got at the thrift store the other day, underneath. Okay, so I do apologize about the lighting. It's not the best. It's kind of a dreary day outside, so I do have some lamps on in my room, but I know it sort of makes it a little darker. So in the front, this is a page from the paper pad, and down here it says, "The best memories happen with family." So this is a very family-themed memory album, so to speak. Yeah, I like that title. Excuse me. So on the front page here, I have a little wooden butterfly just on the corner, and then the page has the lace down the side. On the next page, I did make a pocket. I layered 2 different ribbons from the thrift store on top of each other, and then I sewed around it. And then in this pocket here, I have a little notepad that I made with leftover coffee dyed paper. And so I folded it up, and then I just put some ribbon and stitched it along the top, so that way you can, you can open it and write on it. And then this here, it says family record, and there's a little book where you can put marriages, births, deaths, and it's very vintage looking. I did find it online and printed it out because I thought that'd be something cute, and you could journal something on the back if you wanted. So that tucks right in this pocket along with the book to make more notes. On the next page, a nice coffee dyed paper, and I sewed a little ribbon on top, so to make a little ribbon tab. And then we have coffee dyed graph paper or grid paper. Here I have my first tuck spot. So I did make a tag, says family on it. I just backed it with cream cardstock so you can journal on the back of it. Here's a little paper bag that I got from Michael's. I want to say, when did I get this? Maybe last year. I found it on clearance after, I think it was a holiday. So it was a pack of 24, and they marked it down to $2.49, which is not bad. So I like to incorporate these little envelopes in some of the junk journals that I do. And what I do is I just coffee dye them. And then you can clip them in, glue them in, sew them in. In this case, I did sew right around the edge to make a little pocket, and then I just have a plain tag inside. There's nothing on the front or back. It's just a piece of cardstock. But I did attach a little Dollar Tree trim on the top. And then on the very top there, I just have a little butterfly strip. This was cut off another piece of paper when I was making some cards, and it was just, the paper is just so cute, and I didn't want to get rid of it, and I'm glad I didn't, because it sort of goes with the color theme with this journal. So I just layer that on top of a little piece of lace and put it up there just for some interest. And then on the back we have some lace here, one of the vintage buttons from the thrift store, and it just goes down halfway. More coffee dyed paper, some, oh my gosh, I lost my words, pattern paper. And then on the back we have this the little flip up here, and then I did some layering, not a lot, just some of the lace from the thrift store and some of the flowers from the thrift store, and the thrift store, not a thrift store. This one had a little bit of purple in the middle, so I didn't want to put a button or anything to cover that. I thought that was just nice by itself. And then here are two tags. Again, this is just the family one with backed on cream cardstock, and here's another one I backed on cream cardstock, and this says time, journey, remember. So you can write some stuff on here, write some stuff on the back, put little tiny pictures, whatever you wanted to do. And then some more coffee dyed papers. Here's another little tab at the bottom. I have several tabs throughout that you'll see. And another little tuck spot with a bag. In the bag I have this little ticket, good for 3 cents towards fare. So I'm thinking maybe a train ticket or something like that. I just backed it on some coffee dyed paper and used that fun stitch to sew around it. And then you can tuck it right back in here. And on the back, coffee dyed paper on one side, index card with the grid on the other side for journaling or pictures. And then that can just, or maybe, yeah, I'll just tuck it this way. I like that side better. Okay, and here I've done some of Lindsay's paper ribbons, and I layered a little material on top, not material, ribbons, and then one of the vintage buttons, and I absolutely love this color. I don't think it's going to show up very well, but it's this beautiful orange. Lovely color. Okay, and then here's some lace sewn down the side there, and another little flip up corner with some more layering to the lace, some burlap ribbon, and one of the vintage buttons again. And again, these are the same as the other ones. I'm going to flip it this way. Yeah. And some lace along the edge there. Okay. So this is my attempt on a layered tag. I watch Moira McDonald on YouTube here, and she had 2 different tutorials on doing layered tags, and I was all gun-ho, and I said, you know what, she makes it so easy. I think I could try my hand at it. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to just do it. Well, this is what I came up with. Hers are so elegant. They're so well thought out, even though it looks like she's just tearing and gluing and pasting, but hers comes out just like little works of art. Mine comes out like a tag with stuff on it. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just nothing compared to hers. So Moira, if you're watching this, I tried. I'll try again, but I did give it a shot, and this is what I got. So you can do some journaling on the back, but it is a pretty. I did cut out one of the big sections of lace that I got. Let me see if I have it handy here, how it came in the like this, and I just put it down, cut it out to the right size, Then I had two of the paper flowers. So one I glued down. Then I ripped some of the pattern paper from this collection out in a strip, put that on, and then put another little flower on top. And then on the bottom I have this trim that has these little white beads along it. I thought it went, and I mean, it turned out nice. It just is not as glamorous as hers. So that's my attempt of a layered tag. I still think it's cute though. Very cute. And here is another little fabric tab and one of my sewn pockets. And I did a tutorial on this. And inside have some goodies. Here's a little printout that says family. It's a noun, a social unit consisting of one or more adults together with children they care for. So that's the definition of family from the site that I printed this out. And then here's some coffee dyed ledger paper, but where it was cut, it's perfect because it has the numbers 1 through 29 with some little lines. You could put dates and some events or moments that you wanted to capture there. And then these just go right back in the little pocket and clips right back up there. And here's the center. So it says, when we have family, we have everything we need. And I truly believe that. Family is definitely everything. So I wanted this for my middle spread, and I'm glad I used that. I love the way it comes out, love the colors and the message. So now on the back, I did another sewn pocket, but this one I attached on two sides to make a tuck spot. So you can tuck stuff back here, but you can also tuck stuff in the pocket. So this is just a tag that I made. I coffee dyed it. Well, I sprayed some coffee on it, then I dried it. A little ribbon on the top. And then these two little ones I backed with index card paper. Or not index card paper, index cards. That way you could journal on the back if you wanted to. And there's lines, but also on the front here, this one says date, subject, my thoughts. So you could definitely journal there. And this one is remember when, and perfect for little memory keeping. And then those go right back inside the pocket. And here I've sewn on some, I did a paper flower. I did a little of the distress ink around the edges just so it wasn't so stark white and it sort of blended with everything. I have the pattern paper here that I cut out, and then I layered some more ribbon on top. And here's another little fabric tab. Lace on the side of this one. Here's another one of Lindsay's paper ribbons. This one's a little envelope I made, and then in the envelope I just put some extra journaling paper. Here's, it was lined paper one time, but once you coffee dyed it, it almost, if you can see, I don't know how well the color comes out, but the red line that runs down the side of the sheet, it almost bled into the paper, and so you can see hints of like a pink, like almost, you know, like if you had a load of laundry and it's all white socks and you accidentally stuck a red shirt in there, how they come out that like pinky color. That's what this paper looks like I washed it with something that was red and it bled on the paper. But perfect for journaling, and just another little piece of paper for journaling. And then those tuck right back inside. This closes, and I've glued it so you can tuck stuff behind here, or you could write stuff behind here that you don't want anybody to see, and that can just be a little special spot. And on the next page I did a little layered banner. I did it with the pattern paper, put some lace over it, and then layered some of the paper flowers and put a little flat back pearl in the middle. Oh, can you see that? There. So that's and it's left open, so you can obviously tuck something up under it if you'd like to. And here's another of those little fun tags I made. This one I did use an eyelet because I have a nice eyelet setter now, my crocodile, and it's plain on the back for plenty of journaling there. And then I just layered on the bottom some of the paper flowers with a flat back pearl. Oops, and that clips right there. And another little fabric tab on the top. Here's some nice lace all the way down the side. And I like in junk journals when the lace sticks out just a little bit so you can see it all sticking out when the journal's closed. And another fabric tab. And all my little fabric tabs or ribbon tabs, I like to glue on first, but then I do like to run a little stitch down just because I like the way it looks. Here's some more lace. I glued it on this side, but I like the way you can see it on that side. And this one is another little sewed tuck spot / pocket. So in the back we have some more of that the ledger paper that's coffee dyed. You can tuck it behind there with any other papers you want to tuck behind, and then another train ticket or whatever kind of ticket this is tucks in the pocket here. And on the back of this little index card I have coffee dyed paper, and those can tuck there, and then another little layering of laces and ribbons. And that is the end. And then the back I left blank here, so whoever has this could, it would be nice almost for a family photo if you had a 4x6 family photo to put there, or even a 5x7 would fit on this page, and that could be kind of like, you know, this is my family. Let me see on the front. You could put something here. Well, 4x6 would probably fit up here. But this page was left blank to put a nice picture here or journaling. And then the back. So that is my completed junk journal called Memories. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.